SpaceX, Google, and Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin just announced they're racing to build data centers in orbit, in space.
That's rad.
And every headline is about the technology, the rockets, the satellites, the AI chips. But nobody's asking the obvious question. Who builds the ground infrastructure? Who wires the launch pads? Who installs the cooling systems? Who welds the structural supports? Who runs the electrical for the satellite assembly facilities? I'll tell you who. Blue-collar workers, that's who. The biggest tech project in human history is about ready to create a wave of skilled trade jobs that nobody sees coming. And if you're in the trades, you need to pay attention, guys, because the guys who position themselves now are going to ride a wave that lasts decades. This video connects the dots that nobody in tech media is connecting. The space data center race isn't just a tech story, it's a blue-collar story, and the numbers are staggering. We're talking $725 billion in spending to start off. That's including the $500 billion Stargate project with OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank. 4.7 million construction jobs. SpaceX actively hiring welders, electricians, pipe fitters, and launch pad technicians right now. In North Virginia alone, union electricians have doubled membership in 7 years and still can't meet demand. Young electricians on data center builds in Texas, they're earning $240,000 to $280,000 a year, and a demand curve that's projected to last years. This isn't the future, it's happening right now. I've spent over 30 years in blue-collar work, union carpenter, project manager, and UAW inspector, and I've watched construction booms come and go. This one is different because the money behind it, it's even bigger than anything I've ever seen, and it's not slowing down. And wait until you see what SpaceX is paying welders and electricians at their launch facilities in Texas. The numbers will change how you think about your career. So stay tuned for that. If you're in the trades and you want to know where the biggest opportunities are right now, make sure and hit subscribe. I break down the money, the demand, and the moves that build real wealth in blue-collar work. So let's get into it. Let me explain what just happened because this is breaking news and it directly affects every tradesperson watching this. Last week, the Wall Street Journal reported that Google and SpaceX are in advanced talks to launch data centers into orbit. Not a concept, not a proposal, active negotiations. Google has a project called Suncatcher. Announced in November in 2025, Google has partnered with satellite manufacturer Planet Labs to deploy AI computing nodes on interconnected satellites, and it's all low Earth orbit. It's powered by constant solar energy. No reliance on terrestrial power grids, no water-intensive cooling, no zoning fights with local communities. Google plans to launch 2 prototype satellites by early 2027. If the prototypes work, the next step is an 81 satellite constellation using laser-based communication to distribute AI workloads across a network in space. What a trip! That's an orbital extension of Google's ground-based data centers. SpaceX isn't just the launch partner, they're a competitor. SpaceX has filed for authorization to launch up to 1 million satellites to support orbital data center ambitions. 1 million! They merged with Elon Musk's AI company xAI in February 2026 in a deal valued at $1.5 trillion. And SpaceX is preparing for an IPO later this year at $1.75 to $2 trillion valuation. Orbital computing isn't a side project, it's the core of SpaceX's future business pitch. Meanwhile, Anthropic, the AI company behind Claude, just signed a deal giving them access to all computing capacity of SpaceX's Colossus 1 data centers, over 300 megawatts. That's more than 220,000 NVIDIA GPUs. Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta, they're all in the same race. The 4 largest tech companies have committed nearly $725 billion in combined capital for 2026 alone. Almost all of it is going to data centers, chips, and AI infrastructure. $725 billion. Let me say that number one more time. $725 billion. It's being spent in one single year, guys. That money has to go somewhere, and it's going to physical infrastructure. Building, electrical systems, cooling systems, launch facilities, satellite assembly plants. And every dollar of that spending creates jobs for blue-collar workers like you and me. And nobody in tech media is even talking about it. But here's what's really a trip. The AI revolution isn't being built by software engineers alone. It's being built by electricians, welders, HVAC techs, pipe fitters, and iron workers and construction crews all over America and the world for that matter. If Silicon Valley dreams it, blue-collar workers make it real. Now let me break down what building data centers in space actually requires on the ground, because this is where the trade job lives. Every satellite that goes to orbit starts on the ground. It's assembled in a manufacturing facility. That facility, it needs electricians to wire it, HVAC techs to control the clean room environment, pipe fitters to run the gas and fluid lines, precision welders to fabricate components, millwrights to install the assembly equipment. Every rocket that carries a satellite, it needs a launch pad, right? And the launch pads are massive construction projects. We're talking about structured steel, concrete, high voltage electrical systems, fire suppression, fuel handling systems, lightning protection, sound suppression water deluge systems, on and on and on. And every one of those systems is built and maintained by tradespeople in the blue-collar world. SpaceX is hiring right now for exactly these roles. Go to the career page. You'll find openings for structural welders at Brownsville, Texas, TIG welders for Starship tank fabrication, requiring an AWS D17, one aerospace welding certification, pipe welders for propulsion systems, electricians at level 3, 4, and 5 at McGregor, Texas, launch pad technicians, construction superintendents for Starship infrastructure. These aren't theoretical jobs, they're posted right now, and they pay well. SpaceX construction superintendent roles list $90,000 to $140,000 depending on your experience. Welders and electricians are pulling $35 to $55 an hour, with overtime pushing total comp significantly higher. And it's not just SpaceX. Every ground station that communicates with orbital data centers needs low voltage technicians for their antenna systems, fiber optics, and communications of infrastructure. Every terrestrial data center that connects to the orbital network, it needs electricians, HVAC techs, control technicians, and security system installers, guys. The orbital data center doesn't replace ground infrastructure, it multiplies it. More satellites means more launch facilities, and more launch facilities means more construction. More ground stations means more low voltage and electrical work. The space race doesn't eliminate blue-collar jobs, it creates an entirely new category of them. And here's what changes everything. Every tech headline about AI and space is actually a blue-collar job headline in disguise. The question isn't whether the work exists, it's whether you're positioned right to get into it. But you see, the space piece is just the tip of the iceberg, because the terrestrial data center boom on the ground is even bigger. There are approximately 2,788 data centers under construction or planned across the United States right now. That construction is projected to generate 4.7 million temporary construction jobs. 4.7 million. That's not a typo. Every one of those data centers needs electricians for power distribution, HVAC technicians for precision cooling, welders for structural steel, and pipe fitters for chilled water and fire suppression. How about low voltage technicians for fiber optics, security, and building automation? Controls technicians for the BAS systems, concrete crews, iron workers, millwrights, the full spectrum of skilled trades. And the pay reflects the demand. Demand for HVAC and cooling system engineers on data center builds has surged 67%. Construction roles are up 30%, welders up 25%, and electricians up 18%. And in the hottest markets, the pay is staggering. In Northern Virginia, which hosts over 35% of the world's data center capacity, the local electrician union has doubled membership in 7 years and is still short in demand. In Texas, young electricians on data center builds have been reported earning $240,000 to $280,000 a year right now. And that's with zero college debt. That's not a senior engineer, that's a young electrician who positioned himself in the right market at the right time. $240,000 to $280,000 for an electrician. In Texas, with no degree, let that sink in. That's what happens when $725 billion in spending meets a 530,000 worker shortage. The money is there, the workers aren't, and the workers who show up with the right skills are writing their own paychecks right now, guys. I've literally been in the trades for over 30 years and I've never seen anything like this. The convergence of AI spending, data center construction, and the skilled trade shortage has created the single best labor market for tradespeople in my lifetime. And the space piece is about to pour gasoline on an already raging fire. The game-changing reality that shifts everything is the data center boom isn't a bubble. The tech companies spinning this money are the richest corporations on Earth. They're not speculating, they're building the infrastructure their businesses depend on, and they need blue-collar workers to do it. Now let me explain why this is happening. Terrestrial data centers are hitting a wall. They consume enormous amounts of electricity and they require massive cooling systems. They generate low-frequency noise, infrasound that's affecting neighborhoods. Communities are pushing back all over. Zoning approvals are getting harder and harder, and power grids, they can't keep up. AI training clusters now consume energy at levels that rival small cities, and in some markets, developers are waiting years for utility connections. The demand for AI compute is growing faster than the ground it can support it. So see, space solves several of these problems at once. In orbit, you have near continuous solar power. No grid dependency, no water cooling required. Radiators in the vacuum of space handle thermal management. No community pushback, obviously, and no zoning fights, and there's no noise complaints, and unlimited room to expand. That's why Google CEO Sundar Pichai is treating orbital computing as the next step in digital infrastructure. Not science fiction, strategic necessity. But here's the key for tradespeople. Space data centers don't replace the ground data centers, they supplement them. The terrestrial builds keep happening. The orbital builds add a new layer on top. It's more infrastructure, more demand, and more jobs in every direction. The key that unlocks massive wins here, guys, is that every data center that moves to orbit creates more work on the ground, not less, because the ground infrastructure to support orbital computing, launch facilities, ground stations, and manufacturing plants all need to be built. Because the ground infrastructure to support orbital computing, launch facilities, ground stations, manufacturing plants, and testing facilities all need to be built by tradespeople. This isn't a replacement story, it's a multiplication story. And this is exactly why the trades are in the strongest position they've been in for decades. The money is simply flowing. The demand is exploding, and the people who build the physical infrastructure are more valuable than ever. If you're looking to break into a high-paying career that's riding the biggest spending wave in history, Course Careers can help you find that path. They've got a free intro course, guys. Check out the trades down below, the link's in the description, because $725 billion is being spent. The only question is whether you're going to be one of the people who earns from it. Now, which trade benefits the most, and how do you position yourself to get these jobs? Well, let's map it out real quick. Not every trade benefits equally. Here's where the money is concentrated. Number 1, electricians. This is the epicenter. Every data center is a power-intensive facility. Electricians who specialize in high-voltage distribution, switchgear, and generator systems are the most demand tradespeople on these projects. The IBEW members with industrial and commercial specializations on data center builds are earning $85,000 to $95,000 median. The specialists and foremans, they're pushing $120,000 to $160,000, and that's in the hottest markets. With overtime, the numbers go even higher. So SpaceX is hiring electricians at level 3 through level 5 at their launch facilities right now as we speak. Number 2, HVAC and cooling technicians. Data centers generate massive amounts of heat. Precision cooling is the difference between a functioning server farm and $500 million pile of metal chips. Precision cooling is the difference between a functioning server farm and $500 million pile of melted chips. HVAC techs who get their EPA 608 universal certification and specialize in precision cooling for mission-critical environments are commanding premium rates right now. Demand for HVAC and cooling engineers on data center projects has surged 67%, guys. And for the space piece, satellite assembly requires clean room environments that HVAC techs build and maintain every day. Number 3, welders. Structural welders and TIG welders are essential for launch pad construction, satellite manufacturing, and data center structural builds. SpaceX is hiring structural welders, pipe welders, and TIG welders at Brownsville, Cape Canaveral, and Hawthorne right now. And those with AWS D17-1 aerospace welding certifications, they command the highest rates. The demand for welders on data center projects has increased 25%. The common thread across all 5 is specialization. The generalist electrician, the residential HVAC tech, the general labor, they benefit some, but the specialist, the high voltage distribution electrician, the chiller tech, the TIG welder, and the fiber optics installer and industrial pipe fitters, they benefit the most because these projects require precision skills that generalists just don't have. and precision pays premium. So check it out, guys. The data center boom isn't just creating more trade jobs, it's creating $20,000 to $40,000 relocation premiums in high demand markets also. Companies in Arizona, Ohio, Texas, and the Southeast are paying tradespeople to move. That's how desperate this demand is. They're not just offering jobs, they're paying you to show up. So there you have it, guys. SpaceX, Google, and Blue Origin are building data centers in space. $725 billion is being spent on AI infrastructure in 2026 alone. 2,788 data centers are under construction right now. 4.7 million construction jobs are being created. SpaceX is hiring welders, electricians, and launch pad technicians right now. Young electricians in Texas are earning $240,000 to $280,000 on data center builds, and the demand for HVAC, low voltage, welding, and pipe fitting is surging throughout America. Every tech headline about AI in space is a blue-collar jobs headline in disguise. The biggest tech projects in human history needs tradespeople to build it. And the guys who position themselves now, specialize, go where the money is, and build their network are going to ride a wave that lasts decades. Imagine being 2 years from now, specialized in data center electrical or precision cooling, working on a project that's literally building the infrastructure for AI and orbital computing, earning $100,000 to $200,000 a year with zero student debt in a market where employers are fighting over you. Not because you got lucky, because you saw the wave coming and positioned yourself before everyone else. That's what's happening right now. And now you see it too. But knowing the opportunity is just step one. The real question is which trade and which specialization gives you the fastest path into data center and space infrastructure work. And what's the exact certification? To stack first. The real question is which trade and which specialization gives you the fastest path into data center and space infrastructure work. And what's the exact certification to stack first? I break all of that down here on JV Charles TV several times a week. Make sure you check out the 2 videos I recommend on the end screen. Hit subscribe and like if you haven't. I'm JV Charles. I'll catch you guys on the next one.